loading snacks.
What's going on, everybody? Your admins are back for the Lotus Snacks Anime Chat Podcast, episode 19. How you feeling, Noah?
I'm good. I'm chilling. I've been better. I'm a little
Under,
sick. That's why my face is all swollen, but I'm chilling
what you got, like
besides
a
that.
cold flu, something like that type of deal?
Probably a cold.
That sucks, man. Hope you get better. Absolutely. You all may notice, listening or whether you're watching, that it's just boys' night right now. Gabby had her move. So right now it's in the unpacking stage, so there's no really place for it to set up. So like, go ahead, get that taken care of. That's important. We can hold it down this time around, and hopefully she'll be back next week. So, how was your weekend, Noah? I know how mine was, but how was yours?
Mine was pretty good. I went to a Lakers game. I saw LeBron James, so that was pretty
Awesome,
cool. And
awesome.
then just chilled at the house. So other than that, nothing because I just been low energy. I'm at the end of this little cold.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully you can bounce through this relatively quick and get back to your more high energy self.
Yep.
Yeah. My weekend was pretty awesome to tell you the truth. We got invited, kind of a last minute thing, out to Roanoke for Big Lick Comic Con out in Roanoke, Virginia. So we engaged. We were the only ones who had like the time available, or whatever. So we took the 4-hour drive out there, and it was a vibe, 1,000%. One of the best conventions I've went to in recent years, to be completely honest. Like the people, the vibe, the whole 9 yards. Even though it was not WrestleMania, but Royal Rumble weekend, and I wanted to be watching I wanted to be watching Royal Rumble, but it was too fun out there. We was having a good time. I said, you know what? I'll watch it when I get home, put all that stuff behind me, zoned in, locked in with the people, met a whole bunch of new people, new con family, extended con family, made some great connections. We're gonna do some work with some people upcoming in the future and things like that. It was a time. It was definitely had. There's stories to be told about the weekend. Let's just put it that way. But those are probably most likely
That's
to be
good.
told and stuff like that. This week on Wednesday, you all can go watch Weekly now because I know we're going to talk about it on Weekly. But if you're just seeing this now, yes, you can go to our weekly episode from this past week. Catch it. Me and Gage will give the whole lowdown about Roanoke and what type of a vibe it was. But let's not waste any more time. Let's get into some anime. What do we need to talk about, Noah?
All right. Anime news this week is okay. First of all, the Arcane Studio, the studio that
Mm-hmm.
makes Arcane, is
Yeah.
interested in adapting the manga Vagabond, which
I've heard of that.
yeah, it's a really popular manga. It's so popular that it's in a museum. It has a museum actually. Um, this is done by Inoue, he's the manga readers know, but he's the mangaka of Slam Dunk and Real, and this
Okay.
one's probably like one of the best up there with like Berserk and One Punch Man is some of the best art. I sent some panels over
Okay.
that exists in manga, and it's gonna be interesting to see if this studio does it because they got, what I mean, a lot of money apparently. So
And there's already a museum for Vagabond?
yeah, it's got its own museum in Japan.
That's cool.
Yep.
That's really cool. Okay.
It's
So,
it's also got like a special display in New York that's really famous where he has artwork on the wall where the artist came and like
yeah.
did the artwork on the wall. Um it's yeah, it's a really famous one in the readers world. And people have been waiting for it to get animated for a long time, but it seems like
Mm,
studios kind of like Berserk and One Punch Man are just afraid to do it because it's so hard to do
mhm.
that in order to do it right, you would have to really put some work in.
Yeah, you don't want to take a chance and mess something like that up. Yeah. So
Yep.
if you're gonna do it, then make sure it's 100% done right across the board.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
So okay.
that's cool to see, but hopefully so. We'll see. It says they're interested. No talks on if it's actually real or not.
All right. Well, at least it sounds like the conversation is being had. So
Yeah,
something's
for
better
sure.
than nothing right now.
Yep. Next we have new mobile game that's pretty cool called Isekai, and it's a crossover game with many playable isekai characters.
Okay.
including Rudis Greyart from Jobless Reincarnation,
Okay.
Rimuru Tempest from That Time I Got Reincarnated as Slime,
Okay.
Kirito from Sword Art Online,
My guy.
Sanraku from Shangri-La Frontier,
Okay.
Makoto from Campfire Cooking in Another World. You got Lloyd D. Salmon from I Was Reincarnated as a Seventh Prince. Ars Lovent from as a reincarnated aristocrat,
Okay.
and Liet's Muses, which is his dark skinned partner, also from as reincarnated aristocrat.
What
Uncle
kind of game
from
is
Another
this?
World, and then Master and Fran. Probably a turn-based action game, if I were to
Interesting.
guess. There's a trailer for it, and I have the trailer.
Oh well, let's take a look at it.
Let's see.
Yeah. So I'm really intrigued of what this looks like.
Yeah, it looks like it could be pretty cool.
I'm not big when it comes to playing like mobile games, but I'm always willing to give something anime related a try.
Same. I'll definitely check it out.
All right, let's see this.
世界ここはあらゆる世界が次々集う場所
Okay,
Probably some Gather nonsense.
possibly.
Look at all our guys. Oh, I
Yeah,
also forgot to say
yeah.
Master and Fran from. Yeah, I don't know if you
Dewa,
saw, but that time I was
行きますよ。
reincarnated as a sword. It was actually pretty good.
本気の一撃をお見舞いします。
Fran is the girl that carries
ここから始まるんですね。
his master.
僕たちの第一歩が
So we got a guy Rudis. Oh, and everybody else behind us.
お前は俺を怒らせた食らい尽くせベルゼビュート
All right,
お
Rimuru.
前と一緒なら面白い旅になりそうだな
行くぞ
My guy.
もっと早く
Kirito.
スターバーストストリームそれじゃ一丁頑張ろう
That's the list character. Right there.
やってしまうのですわ
行くぜクレセントボーパル服まで削って得た機動力見せてやるぜ
I need to go through
よ
that.
しネットスーパー火を通して
still never seen what
味を
he did.
整えたら完成だ
He literally just cooked.
スイ
Doesn't fight
今
at
日
all.
はごちそうだぞ
Yeah, I know, but I've heard good things. You know,
その口
That was
he's
good.
probably like a healer.
遠慮
My nigga right here. is
ロレッツ
OP.
どんな魔術に出会えるかワクワクするな
リツさん僕が見てみます
My
Yeah,
boy.
that's your guy. Yeah, it's your boy.
リツさんなら
Recruiter.
お任せくださいリツさんいつもありがとうございますこちらこそ最大火力で行く
Uncle.
キライドルギドリヨルランクローシェルギドリヨルラ
It
ン
looks like all the voice actors work for the game too.
ラーメンでも食べに行くおご
That
るよ
show is so hilarious.
師匠
Reincarnated as a sword.
全力で行くぞ
Master and Fran.
ソニックシュート
うちの最強可愛いフランちゃんを
They
見
look
よ
like Smash Brother characters on the
Atsumete.
podium.
眺めて始まる異世活異世界異世界事前登録受付中
And on Steam too.
Yes, it is. Hey,
There you
the
go.
ladies. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go to the Google Play Store and give that a download
I think I'm
once we
gonna
get
check
out
it
of
out.
this. Yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
it's got too many characters I've seen before. But as soon as I
Same.
hit the paywall, I'm out.
Done. Yeah, I'm not. No, you're not gonna give me the pay.
As soon as I hit a paywall, I'm out. It's
Yeah.
got to be the best mobile game ever.
Agreed. Agreed. If you want to get some change out of me. All right, but that's cool though. We're gonna take a look at that.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Mhm.
Next we got Dragon Ball Z. Toei has their yearly revenue, and Dragon Ball Z has beat One Piece again at 19 billion yen, with One Piece having 18 billion yen, solidifying its spot as the GOAT of manga
look.
shonen.
Dragon Ball is Dragon Ball. I'm not gonna fight or argue against
Listen,
Dragon Ball.
One
Like,
Piece fans, stop it, okay?
no,
It's
we're not.
great. I'm a One Piece fan. No, I'm
Mhm,
talking
you
to the
are.
ones out there on Twitter.
Oh, okay.
This is
those
the
ones.
real
Got you.
face right here. It's
Got
been
you.
done for
Got you.
30 years and it's still doing the top numbers. This is the real GOAT. Oh, the story's not. Oh, it's the GOAT.
Yeah, but Dragon Ball is
Okay.
global, so that's the one thing
GOAT.
that has that, and they've been doing it for a very long
GOAT.
time. A very long time.
They've been done for 34 years, man. Since before
Mhm.
I was alive. They
Yeah,
were done.
and look, they keep remaking games about the same story, and we keep going out buying them and playing it all over again, with different game mechanics.
Yo,
You know,
real
it's just
life, what's it called? Sparking Zero is probably half of that revenue.
yeah, that was a big get. That was a big return get for them, for sure. So okay,
But
salute to
that was
Dragon Ball.
that was interesting. But no, just Dragon Ball became Toei's just top earner again this year, and that was just interesting to see. So,
Okay,
but they're both pretty much the same, like One Piece and Dragon Ball as far as earnings go. Next up, we got Shangri-La Frontier. Speaking of, season
Mm.
3 is announced according to leaks. Is going to be
okay,
announced.
okay. All right, so we have to keep our eyes on the timeline to see when the official announcement comes down for that. But considering that it's rumored, probably time for me to go ahead and watch season 1. And is season 2 completed yet, or it's about to wrap up?
It's airing right now.
All right, so I think the
I don't know. I
might
think
be.
it's more than halfway done. So
I believe so. So yeah, I can go back and restart season 1 and catch up on season 2, because action is dope and fun. So once I clear a couple things off my plate, I'll make that move just to be ready for when the time comes.
yep, yep.
Mhm.
Next, I was reincarnated as a 7th prince, so I can take my time perfecting my magical ability. Gets a second season. Both of those things were in the Isekai game. This one, the first episode is really weird.
I remember we talked about that,
But
and I did watch the first episode. I was like, I'll see, and then later you were like, nah, it's one
but
of
this
those.
count turns up and the animation gets crazy. So I'm not surprised they're doing a second season. And honestly, I can't wait to see what happens because the action was crazy. They got battle maze, they got magical explosions, they got good
Mhm.
villains. So
Okay,
OPMC,
okay, especially with those two being in those the game we just looked at, those two characters being in it. Yeah, I want to go
hmm
knock those out as soon as possible, just to have a reference. If it does turn out to be a good game, you know what I mean. So
yeah, hell yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
hmm
So we can look
Awesome.
forward to that.
hmm Okay.
And then after that, Devil May Cry anime airs on Netflix April 3rd. We're moving forward with the video game
Mm.
animes, and that's really cool.
Apparently, did you see what the intro song is supposed to be for Devil May Cry?
I can't remember, but I saw it on YouTube. I saw it had it on YouTube on the trailer. What is it?
Okay, it's supposed to be Limp Biscuit, keep rolling.
That's who it was. Okay.
Yes,
Because when
for
I
the intro
first heard
music.
it, I didn't really realize what it was, and then afterwards I saw that, and I was like, I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch. But that's cool.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that when that drops in April.
That's the good thing about anime studios working with American companies.
Hey, you can pull some things off like that, like JoJo with their intros and stuff like that they do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's well, not intros, they're outros. It's the
Yeah, it was an
outros for
outro.
JoJo. Yeah, yeah,
Yep.
that's awesome.
So I can't wait to see that one. Devil May Cry was one of the coolest characters for a video game for
Oh,
me.
Dante, yes.
And
2 handguns, ebony and ivory, all day.
I never had a PlayStation, so I would have to go over my cousin's house and play. And that game, I always remember I could only play it occasionally when I went over there, and I would
hmm
see the cover and I would just be like, man, I want to play this game so much just because the cover was so cool, or you
hmm
see the trailer or whatever. I can't wait for the anime.
Me too. I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah, those
I have
stylish
no doubt.
shooters that video games have, I love those stylish shooters. When it comes
Yep.
to Bayonettas, the Devil May Cries, pretty much anything that what's my studio? No, Vanquish is the game. Platinum. Anything that Platinum
Oh,
Studios
okay.
pretty much does, I'm all in for it. So I'm looking
Right.
forward. I'm looking forward to this anime. Yeah,
Yeah, hell
that
yeah.
makes it.
Yep.
Mhm.
Next, we've got some unfortunate news.
Okay.
Uh, y'all know my news sometimes has some crazy grim stuff,
Okay. Okay.
but this is pretty popular news anyways. But the arson who committed the atrocities and burned down the studio that
Kyoto
was
Studio.
associated
Yeah,
with Fire Force and Violet Evergarden,
yeah.
many popular animes that y'all out there have seen. Um, he was he has been sentenced to death by the Japanese courts via hanging.
Like literally hanging.
Hanging. That's how they do it in Japan.
Okay, I mean, well,
They do it by hanging, and I don't even know. Yeah, I guess we could talk about this, no problem. They do it by what is it? I read that they do it by they'll put you on a lever and then release it, and then you drop like 30 feet, so that way you instantly die. It basically just breaks your
just
neck.
snaps it. Yeah.
Some medieval stuff.
Oh, well, don't do that if you don't want that to happen to you in Japan. I mean, a lot of damage caused, lives lost. I mean, hey, karma,
But
bro.
praying for some strength for the families. I know y'all probably
Yeah,
got a lot of PTSD brought back up because of this, but probably a little bit of relief maybe. But um crazy part is I also read that they don't tell you when your execution date is
oh,
in
that
when you're
is
in prison in Japan. So when you're being
diabolical.
sentenced to death, yeah. So he was sentenced to death, but those things take a while, so it might take a year or two for him to get actually
When you just
happen.
wake up and here they coming in your cell, like, all right, it's go time.
Yeah,
Let's
I
go.
think like I don't know exactly
Wow.
when, but I even saw this on a documentary. I saw this in several different places that death row inmates in Japan, they don't tell you when your date is. So you're just sitting there waiting for who knows what time.
You gotta be on
And he
pins and
obviously
needles
hasn't
and
heard this information inside there. So,
right. That is okay.
well, I mean, he probably knows because he was in court. But yeah.
Then yeah, at least that he
Oh
got the
yeah.
death sentence. Yeah, he just doesn't
Yeah,
know
yeah.
what day it's coming.
Yeah. So
That
that's
is
interesting.
it is it is,
Watch
but
Look Back out there if y'all haven't seen it. I'm not gonna say why. Just know that those
yeah,
two things
they
have something to do
do.
with each other. So
They
go
do.
watch Look
Yeah,
Back, and it's by the Chainsaw Man writer. You'll love it.
yeah. hmm
Yeah.
And it's on Amazon Prime too. If for those who just want to know, you can go there and watch it.
On Amazon Prime. That's right.
Yes, yes. Mm.
Um, and less depressing news. There's a
Okay,
lot of releases coming out next February, and we got someone. We got Don Machi coming back on the 7th. Yeah, Dan Machi coming
okay.
back on the 7th.
Yes,
We got ReZero coming back on the 5th, which is in 2 days.
yes.
We got, which I'm super hyped for. This is about to be all action.
Oh,
I'm
get all
completely
gas, no
from the
brakes.
blind. This is all past what I've ever read or heard or anything.
Oh, this
So I
is
have
great. So we
no
can do
idea
experience
where
this
we're going
together.
in.
Let's go.
Yep. I have no idea where we're going in.
Okay.
Dragon Ball Super one shot, Dragon Ball Super manga is returning with a one shot. It's coming out on February 20th.
Okay.
I actually have some information about that, which I'm super hyped for because once again, as a longtime fan of Dragon Ball, I keep up with the manga, even though Super isn't Z, still pretty good,
I
especially
enjoy.
the manga.
Yeah, I enjoy
So
Super.
the one shot seems to huh? Oh, seems to feature Trunks and Goten's in leading roles and presumably take place around the superhero section of the series' overall timeline. Little has been revealed about the new entry, though more information will be available when the release date approaches. The return of the series' monthly release schedule remains uncertain, but a new release of any kind of any kind is a good sign for the health of Dragon Ball Super. It is very possible that this
Mm-hmm.
news regarding a full return will come alongside the Trunks and Goten side story, which I also hope for. And then hopefully with Daima out the way, RIP to Akira.
Yes.
I personally think that they might have been waiting on Daima, or I don't know. I actually don't know because they had all the episodes animated when they released it, so maybe they were planning for it, but I don't know when they were going to release it. But I feel like they pushed it a little bit because Akira died,
Mm-hmm.
and or maybe they started working on it because I think they knew that Akira was getting close some time before he passed.
Okay.
And I think they just didn't tell anyone because they knew he passed and they didn't tell
I mean,
anyone. He
they
passed
were,
and had a funeral and got buried, and
yeah,
then they told everyone.
yeah,
So I think they might have known several months before
that
that he
things
was
weren't looking so
passing,
good. Yeah.
and maybe they worked on this. But this was Akira's last work, so now that that's out the way, maybe we can look forward to the super anime coming back because there's a lot of fights,
There are.
a
I do know
lot of
that.
fights
I'm
that they have to go
really waiting
through.
for Super. I'm really waiting
They
for Super
have
to come
new
back.
forms, new abilities. Vegeta does stuff. They got Piccolo doing stuff. Gohan doing stuff.
Hmm.
Actually doing stuff. They got, man. There's so much stuff they need to animate, but
Multiple bosses they have fought, like boss level people they have fought. Like,
yeah,
I want to see all this stuff. So hopefully,
literally like at least 2 or 3 planet. Yeah,
I want to say
Frieza
at
got a
least
new
3.
form.
Hmm.
They got like 3 planet busters that they fought since the tournament's over.
Hmm. So I'm highly anticipating
Or
its
planet
return. Just
absorbers. If you know, you know.
mm,
So that's cool. I'm really anticipating the return as well.
yeah,
And yeah, y'all can say what y'all want about Dragon Ball Super. You're gonna watch it.
everybody's
You're
gonna
gonna watch.
watch it. Come on, yeah,
You're gonna watch it.
yeah.
So we don't care. Um, and then next, Marshall King, which is a manga dropping by the writer or artist of um Dr. Stone, who's known as Boichi. He also did a one shot for he did a couple one shots for One Piece
Hmm.
that are like kind of canon. And
Okay,
yeah, he's dropping that. It's called, what is it called? Marshall King. I forget what type of manga it is. Hang on one
Marshall
sec.
King. Let's see.
Because it's yeah, it's a cowboy manga because this one's done by him and I think it's exclusively done by him. So that'll be real cool to see. And oh, that was the other one I need to get. And yeah, that'll be cool. What date did
Okay,
I say? March 7th. So I'll be reading that because I love Boichi
okay, so that's not too far away. Okay,
and that's his new work. Yep. Um Next we have My Heroes final season info comes out next week.
okay. What if they're gonna give us an episode list? Hope so.
Yeah.
Not necessarily names, but at least how many episodes the final season is going to be. Is it going to be a half season, like a 13, or they're going to do another full like 24 episodes?
It'd be nice
What,
if they would. It would be nice if they would tell us exactly
just
what, but I don't know.
wishful thinking. Just wishful thinking. You know, we have to wait till next week to find out the answer. So who knows
Yep.
what else they can throw in there? But I'm hoping at least we get that, just an idea of how much they're gonna what's left to carry over to anime as far as how many episodes they think that's gonna take, or they're gonna try to rush through it and shortchange it. It just helps give an idea of what to look forward to, knowing how many episodes it's planned for. So
Yeah.
hopefully.
Yeah. Um how you feel about this ending?
I don't know the ending. I'm waiting for the anime. I'm not
No,
reading
I'm
it. I don't
saying
want to
how
know.
you feel about the ending being
Oh,
here.
uh, I'm a big fan of My Hero, so with the stuff I like and I'm passionate about, I don't want to see them come to an end, but everything does have to come to an end. As long as it's, I know people have their issues with how it ends. As long as I'm happy with how it ended, I'll be fine with it.
Okay.
It's
What do
just
you
as
do
long,
you have any predictions for the end? Like any crazy predictions so far?
no, because something has already been spoiled for me, so it makes it kind of hard. And I don't necessarily want to say it here, people who do not know. Uh,
Right.
but that just kind of threw
Sorry, my
off
boss
my
texted me.
it's cool, but that threw off my speculation thing as far as I wonder what's gonna happen. Is it gonna end like this? Is that gonna happen? Like when I kind of got that news spoiled on me, I was like, oh, okay. But I think some of our heroes will go off to do great things, and some other heroes will most likely find. I'm not gonna say necessarily become a hero, but maybe find other ways to make life in the city or wherever better. Maybe they start an organization or whatever, like a hero agency, and maybe they run that and sit doing stuff that way and have their people go out. Some people actually go out and do stuff, looking at people's abilities that they have. I think it'll be like a 50-50 kind of toss-up of who actually goes out there and becomes. I do think a small portion will go out there and become big.
Who do you think's gonna beat who? Because you still got a bunch of villains left. You got Shigaraki, you got All Might. There's no way Deku's like already fucking been fighting for like 2 weeks straight. How is it gonna beat Shigaraki and then All Might also? Not All Might, All for One.
Yeah, all for one. He's gonna tap into his other people, his other like entities with their makeup.
That man's body is almost destroyed. To fight All for One as well.
He will get
Somebody's
gonna heal him or something.
So wait, that means you think that he's gonna fight All for One and Shigaraki?
Right now, yes. I don't know who else. Now I can see him jumping.
What you mean? You still have all the side characters are still alive.
Yeah, but everybody's separated right now. I do think him and Shigaraki
you already
will be
got
one-on-one.
3 people fighting All for One right now.
And they'll lose.
And the right name.
I know I always get All for One and One for all always confused. It's confusing.
You got 2 people fighting All for One right now.
And he's gonna body him.
With all right. If y'all haven't seen the latest season of My Hero, you might want to skip this section. But
spoiler alert.
You've seen how he's basically sewing up Kachan right now.
Right, yes.
And you know, Kachan's lit. And then who else? Who else do we have on the side section? The hero's still alive. You still got Froppy alive. Ear Girl's still alive, but one of her ears got chopped off. Moriko's, what's her name? I forget her name. A Bunny Girl Senpai. She's still alive.
Miriko.
She's still alive. Yeah. Miriko. Yeah.
Torn up, but yes.
Floaty Girl. Hey, she's my girl.
No. She puts those hands and feet. Yeah.
Floaty Girl is still alive.
Araka, yeah.
Who else? Poison Girl's still alive and good. Laser Beam Belly Boy is still alive. And one thing you've noticed so far that I can say now that y'all have seen this is that there's been several awakenings between the students so far. Todoroki, motherfucking Todoroki stuff. So you telling me Deku's fighting both of them and Todoroki and Kachan are still alive? Come on now.
I can see
Lumello just got his whatever his name is. Lemillion just got his powers back. LaMelo Ball just got his powers back.
Yeah, I can see not. I see Deku being the main one, but I can definitely see a scenario where Todoroki, Kachan, Mello, you know what I'm saying, and like at least I would like to see all of them. But I can at least see half of them joining in the fight, depending how damaged they are. Because like Araka, she'll probably be there and watch from a distance how it all goes down.
She just had her awakening. That's what I'm saying. You didn't see her float half the planet. So then means.
But she's damaged right now.
Todoroki had her awakening. Deku's beyond damage. Todoroki had her awakening.
He's the main character, so
they all that we know their damage capacity just goes crazy. Yeah. That's what we know. Yeah. So that I feel like you can put out the window. I'm just trying to get you to think.
No, I'm thinking of where we left off at how damaged everybody is. Now
and then the characters, Todoroki just fought Dabi, but he's still good.
Yeah, just drained out right now. Yeah, just drained.
The sniper girl's in the hospital. She came out and shot a shot. She did. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna take somebody with some massive healing to get everybody together and get them back there. Now,
and you still got
Granny helps out. Cool, but it's only one person.
Gargantua is still alive, right?
Gigantua. Mount Girl.
Right. No, the giant
Mount Lady.
The giant guy who's
the big I forgot he's still around.
So that's what I'm saying. Deku can't beat all these. This would be a really poop story if Deku beats all 3 of them. With all these characters,
I know. I don't think he beats
story.
all of them. Shigaraki is going to be one-on-one. They're going to go one-on-one. Everybody else, I think, will get jumped.
That's
But
why I'm like,
him and Shigaraki will be a
yeah.
one-on-one ending. But everybody else, big gigantic dude, he's definitely getting jumped by whoever is around to put him down. And off
And then
one
you
for
still
whichever
got
one is.
the lizard dude. He's still around for a reason. And he just
Oh yeah, that's
started
right. He got all
going,
swollen, got all berserk.
yeah, he
and went
started
crazy.
going
Yeah,
8.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah,
The
it's still
other
stuff.
ones are getting jumped. Him and Midoriya, Shigaraki, they will finish their fight one-on-one. But everybody else is getting jumped in some capacity. They just need some serious healing back. Some serious healing right now. Either
All
way,
right.
I can't freaking wait for it and see it all comes to an end. I might run it back from the beginning before the final season. I might do that. It's one of the animes I do like to go back and rewatch. I just have fun watching it. But okay, comes to an end this year. I'm excited. I'm excited.
Yeah.
What else
All
you got?
right. Well, next we have One Piece live action is delayed probably until 2026.
Okay. Any specific reason they've stated?
Just production stuff.
Okay. I figured
I didn't look too far into it, but I saw that
since they
reported.
build the sets and everything, and now they got to do it all over again. So, okay, I can get that.
Yeah.
That'll definitely take some time.
I don't exactly know why, but it's gonna take forever to get this Joan out.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
We'll see what happens. Hopefully they can move quickly because I'd like to see at least one big fight with multiple people before my kids have kids.
Yeah, the way they're talking about how many seasons they want to have of this, you're gonna have to figure some way to move it along a little bit.
They're gonna have to make a big return on their investment so that when they keep doing these seasons, they can up their production and budget.
Yes, because once we cross Alabasta, it gets weirder. So
yeah, it does.
Yeah, the more weirder we get. So that's that
It
CG
really
money. Yep. Like I said, building all that stuff. Yeah. So that's what's gonna start to get tricky.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not too much more. We got Zombieland Saga movie airs in 2025.
That's what's
it's
up.
Gonna be done by Mappa as well.
Okay. Zombieland Saga was pretty good.
So I haven't seen Zombieland Saga, but
yeah, it's pretty good.
Gonna be that's cool. I don't know if I'll check it out. It doesn't give me the vibe of something that I want to watch, but maybe eventually I'll check it out.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? Mappa has 2 movies so far that we know about coming out.
Okay.
Chainsaw Man and this.
Okay.
So
all right. So 2 of them within the same year, possibly. In the same time span of the year, 2 of them. Okay, yeah. That's what's up for Mappa.
Yep.
Okay.
And last but not least, we have Rebirth of Souls. The Bleach game has been confirmed to have 130 chapters in just the story mode.
Oh, I'm loving it. All right, I'm loving it. Yeah, that's a day one purchase.
A lot of stuff, a lot of content.
That's a day one.
Gonna cop that one.
Yeah, what's the release date? I can't remember.
I think it comes out March 20th, something like that. So not that far away, like a month and a half. If you had to delete one forever, Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, One Piece, Bleach, which one you picking?
I'm sorry. Say that again, please.
I said you got to delete one forever. One Piece, Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, Bleach. Which one you picking?
Well, you know one thing. It is not my Straw Hats, so they're good. Can't get rid of Dragon Ball Z. That's just too much nostalgia.
Yeah, so, March 20th.
So it's coming down between Naruto and Bleach.
Mm-hmm.
It might be Naruto for me.
I gotta put this one.
It might be Naruto. Matter of fact, yeah, it'll be Naruto for me.
That's okay. Yeah. I knew you was gonna have an abysmal take.
Wait, you said which one would I delete out of?
I know. 4? I just wanted to hear the abysmal take.
and it's Naruto.
This was part of my news too, but Mr. Beast said the obvious and overwhelmingly strong opinion that it was Bleach.
I'm not surprised that people would pick Bleach. I'm not surprised. But
all right, we are. Yeah, Bleach, Mr. Two good arcs. Nah, get out of here. Hell no.
Sorry.
One good video game, maybe we're waiting to see. Get out of here.
Okay.
The whole franchise.
That's the one I'd pick.
For 12 years.
Okay.
Get out of here.
Okay. That's my pick. I
main character walks down a path to train. Get out of here.
Keep going. Keep going.
Gets booted by his right hand man that's not even as strong as Sasuke would be in reference. Get out of here.
Okay. You got more?
A whole team is ass besides you.
Oh, they are.
Seven
Oh, they are.
Hat. What's the Bleach team? Sado? Get out of here.
I don't consider part of the team.
Never. Nah, go ahead.
Nah.
I'm done.
Nah. I'm just letting you get out the system. Okay. Hey, like I said, I like Bleach's swag more. That's all. I recognize its faults. I absolutely recognize its faults because we talk about.
Ain't no way you selling a franchise over Aura. That's
you
crazy.
say selling. You said which one would I get rid of? I said Naruto. I love Naruto.
Aura.
I like Bleach more. That's all. Overall, I just like Bleach more. That is it. No real reason. I just like the captains. I like some of the characters more. Just
them niggas weak.
It's Sasuke, Itachi for me. Them. And Shikamaru. Like or like probably and Choji's daughter. I like her. She's hilarious.
Choji's daughter?
She's funny. I just like her because she's entertaining.
Not like I don't think she's doing Naruto and Choji's fucking daughter.
No. What's wrong with her?
Bro, and you said her in the same sentence as Itachi. She's not even like a real character. She's in the manga like twice. She's a filler character.
I'm not talking about people who can get down with the hands and nothing like that. Just characters that I like. That's it. For random different reasons, I just like these characters. That is all.
I need some reasons, man.
For what? For what? Reason for what? Reason for who?
Huh?
A reason for what?
I need some reasons to have this strong of a take. I need some reasons besides they just got more swag.
That's just what I like about them. I like the vibe. I like everything else about Bleach, except for the Bound arc. I did not like that at all. Their fillers are absolute garbage. But I consider Naruto's fillers garbage as well.
Fillers don't matter to me. We know that.
Yeah, I don't care about fillers, but they exist. So unfortunately, you have to acknowledge them.
You don't.
You do.
We're gonna make this a topic. No, you don't. I just read. I have something for you. I just read something. I have something for you. This is a prime reason as to why fillers don't matter. First of all, they're exclusive to individual series. So when you compare series, you couldn't even put them in place and like compare equally because other series don't have them. So that's like exclusive to time airing. That has nothing to do with the story. And like for here, it says TV anime Boruto Next Generation faced multiple production problems according to animators that worked on the series. The main reason is due to filler episodes. However, Payrod did make the situation clear to the animators and paid them up to 4 times extra during hard times. An animator has also stated that Boruto was put on indefinite hiatus while Payrod Studio studied new strategies for the future, adding that a lot of big animators find it really boring to work on amounts of filler episodes. So this shows you that this has literally just only like a studio thing. So it's like you put Naruto in a different scenario and the same animation, same stuff, and the filler's not going to be there. Okay. So it's like adding that to the scenario, it doesn't matter. Especially more so now that the series isn't airing anymore. So now I don't even have to think about that.
But they still exist. To anybody new coming into anime, they still exist. So if they go,
but anybody new is not going to watch that.
But you don't know that. Still, at the end of the day, if somebody goes to go buy the Naruto, if somebody goes to buy a Blu-ray box set of Naruto, try to get the whole collection, those are in that collection. You cannot get rid of them. They are a part of it.
Not all of them, actually. Not all of those fillers are in the Blu-ray collection. No,
But
a
you
lot
get
of
what I'm
those
saying.
fillers
If you
are
could,
not in the Blu-ray
okay, if
collection.
you go to sit down and watch it on Netflix or some streaming service, they're still there. They're still a part of it. And you have to go and research what episodes to skip, what not to watch, things of that nature. They're there. They're
Yeah.
part of it. Unfortunately, they're part of it. So you can't
Yeah.
separate them from it. It takes
No,
the
you
work.
absolutely can. That's why it's
Yeah,
widely.
after
That's
you,
why widely people see it as just like a season of time, because it's like now if you look at Bleach now, then it's like I can look at Bleach and say, okay, this part is good. Then that's 12 episodes. Like that's 24 episodes. The rest
yeah,
of
but
Bleach is
people
poop
coming
because
in
it's
don't
filled
know
with
that for the first time.
filler.
But new people
Yeah,
coming
but
in
like
don't know
anime
that.
is like a niche media. It's like a media that people kind of pay attention to. It's not one that you really just sit down and watch. You do have, like you're saying, you do have those people who are, you know what I'm saying, just sit
Mhm.
down and watch, of course. But if you're someone like us who's going to sit here and study and debate anime
Yeah,
and talk
but
about it,
that's
we're not one
us.
of those people.
Yeah, that's
We're
us.
talking from us perspective.
And I'm
Like
and
we're
I'm
not talking from casual. We're talking from us perspective.
I know,
Us
but I'm
would never
speaking.
sit
I'm
down and
speaking
watch
from the
filler.
casual. If I'm trying to get somebody into anime and I recommend them something, and they start falling in love with
No,
anime,
but that's
they,
not what I'm
no,
asking. That mine is asking from us. So if us,
yeah, I don't
I
care
don't care
about
what a
fillers.
casual thinks.
Yeah,
I know that's what I'm saying.
yeah,
Nobody cares. If you were to sit down and watch Naruto now and watch Bleach now, you wouldn't watch the filler.
no, I wouldn't.
So
But if
that being
somebody,
said, why would you
if
even
somebody
care
recommends
about
it to me, I would have to put that asterisk on it when I go tell somebody like, "There's these episodes. Don't watch these. Yada yada yada."
Yeah, but
Like,
that's the same thing as like saying you go watch WWE and don't watch this first 45 minutes because it's just announcers talking. I'm trying to get you into it. So you just watch, oh, but that exists, so it's part of it. I don't want to watch that. WWE sucks. That doesn't make sense. That's the same thing. It's part of it, but you skip that. You just get to the good part because that's just part of the programming. That's what we have to do. For example, if you showed up to the actual show, or you could compare that to reading the manga, you wouldn't have to see announcers talking. You're just boom in there for 2 hours.
but with
only the show.
wrestling announcers talking is that's all part of the whole wrestling experience. It's part of the
I'm just
showmanship,
giving an
all that
example.
type of
Like
stuff.
if you're trying to get someone into it, they might not want to see that. They might not want to see the beginning part of it. They might just want to see the juice, and that's why you're trying to get someone into it.
would get into it, and you go,
For me, if I was trying to get into wrestling, I'd be like, nah, show me backflips and people's head going through tables.
right. Well, yeah,
I
wait
wouldn't
till the
care
match
about no
comes
rest.
on. Yeah.
So that's why I use that as an example. So, and I like this topic. So that's why if I'm trying to get you into an anime, I'd say, yeah, for this one specifically.
Yeah, I should be able to
unfortunately,
recommend
during
the
airing-
anime. I should be able to recommend an anime to somebody without having to put all these asterisks on there. With these, it's 200 episodes, but don't watch these. Don't watch this specific 50. Skip that, and don't watch this 25 over here.
Yeah, but that's like I said, that's exclusive to Payrot. Every single Payrot anime, and that's a studio that's known for ruining anime.
Yeah,
So
I
it's like
get
when
that.
it comes down to it, and you're debating like the core of the series, like the story. Especially now that we're past filler don't matter because you're never anybody who's going to sit down and watch 500 episodes of Naruto. People know what filler are. When I was 14, I knew where the filler episode was. So it's like, and I didn't have to look it up. I was like, oh, this ain't. Let me skip. So you know what I'm saying? That's just part of the time. And I feel, and I like that's why I feel like, I mean, it's strongly felt like this online too, but I don't filler. It just don't matter. I'll never consider that something in anime in One Piece, Dragon Ball Z, anything. If it's filler, that's the studio. Because they're also looking at a story, and the story comes from the writer, and the writer didn't add that. He wouldn't have even wanted that.
Correct. And yes, us, like I said, it's how I just look at it. Us, we know that stuff. We're into it. So yes, we'll skip it. We'll wait till this is over and come back and watch it when the real stuff start back up. Those type of things. But I can't help but to look at it from somebody who likes getting people into this artwork, into this medium, to have to think about it that way when they ask me for a recommendation. What should I watch? Because I don't know you like that. Like I can't sit next to you and be like, all right, stop here, skip here, all right, start from here, whatever. I gotta leave it up to them to go watch it. And one thing I don't want to do is recommend something they come back like, oh, that joint was ass, that joint was garbage. You know,
there's only like that's what I'm saying. There's only like 2 examples. For example, Boruto, I would agree. Like that, you can say like the anime. I don't even recommend that.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. Yeah.
Boruto, I literally just read it when I first got into it because I was like, I'm gonna read it because it has 250 episodes, 80 canon episodes. So I'm like, that's literally BS. Go figure, it's the same studio. But if I'm talking about any other series that has a long, Naruto got freaking 600 episodes, maybe 200 filler total of canon stuff, then it's like, especially when it's so broken up, and I mean, it's not like one of they have one long filler arc and the rest is like in there. Where I would just say, just watch like that. I would count, sure. just watch that. You know what I'm saying? But like the long filler arc that was near Shippuden and stuff like that, then that's like, yeah, skip that. You know what I'm saying? But the rest you
Yeah.
could just breeze through. Similarly to One Piece, because they have them scattered through as to
Yeah.
where they have one long arc, but
Yeah, One Piece fillers
that
are
does too.
so bad. They're
But
usually
that
quick.
if you're recommending an anime, you just there's literally none like that. That's why I'm like, with that one, I just don't think it's fair to put it that way, because that's the only ones that have it.
The
And
long running.
outside of that, it's beautiful. Even the animation, the directors, everything is changed on filler. Like the straight up directors of the animation and stuff is different. That's why I'm like, this ain't even the same shit. It's just some bullshit the studio put out. I'm cursing a lot, but yeah, you get me.
Yeah, I get you. I get you.
But
and like I said, I just can't help but thinking from that,
that's my point.
just that other lingo. But you know what? Still, great topic though, regardless at the end of the day. Yeah.
I only had a little bit of news this week, so
No, like I had a topic, but you knocked that one out the park just all off the break. We got into a whole little thing right there. I loved every second of it. That was great.
nah, because once I saw that panel, I was like, this is exactly what I'm talking about. I was like, this is why. Because certain animators, they're like, here, we'll pay you animators don't even want to do it. But the studio's like, we'll pay you 4 times more to work
just
on
to keep
BS.
just to keep it going.
Just to keep us happy. That has
Yeah.
nothing. That's why I'm like, I know it exists, but it has nothing to do with the studio. I mean, the story. That's completely a studio and in a specific era of time that they couldn't control. And if you put that same thing in a different place, it might still have a filler here, filler there, because that was the era of filler. But it probably wouldn't have a big block of filler. It would just have a big break.
No, that big block of filler stuff is gone.
Yeah, but you were saying the big blocks of anime.
Oh yeah, the big blocks of the big blocks of those filler days, those are long gone. I think they've heard it over and over enough from us, and it's just been proven and seen online that the community hates them. We don't want them.
Well, they're also. Go ahead, finish.
Yeah, we rather just have it cut off, and then we can pick back up next year or later in the year with another season, things of that nature. So that way, when you have it all as one complete package, it's not ruined by these god awful fillers. Yeah. So you were saying, go ahead.
What I think is, I don't think they care about that stuff, because now they're just dropping so many animes at once. And ever since Demon Slayer kind of changed the wave, it's kind of now they've realized they've got to put work into these animes if they want to get a banger. So it's like you're either getting a few mediocre anime and then like a bunch of like really top quality. If you notice, like all of the top quality series are just really top quality. Versus back in the day, you'd have like, here's a hit, but the animation isn't that great. Or here's something that's really stupid, like Prison School with really good art.
But the animation's off the charts.
Yeah. So it's like nowadays this less, and if they're working on something mediocre, then they're also working on something crazy. So a lot of these studios are just trying to get bangers out, and they're dropping a lot of series.
We see that with MAPPA, with the A team and B team that we talk about.
Yeah.
When it comes to MAPPA,
And plus, One Piece is the only series besides One Piece, Case Closed, and Ippo. And I don't even think Ippo is like consistently airing the manga that are still long going. That are still long running, and they can make episodes for. Like Boruto releases monthly, so it's going to be a while before they can come back. That's originally why they did so much fillers. Besides, I don't know what other reason besides what the animator said, but they try and keep it up with the manga. So before, Naruto had 400, 500, 600 chapters, so it could keep going. You had Bleach with 500 chapters; it could keep going, and takes week by week. 500 weeks is a lot of weeks. So now it's just we don't have much of that anymore. A lot of these series are ending really quick, like Undead Unluck just ended at only like 200 something chapters. What is it? JJK ended at 200 something chapters. Dr. Stone ended right at 200. Chainsaw Man is just hitting 200. I don't know how long they're gonna go. So a lot of these series are just ending now, and you're not getting really long running series.
No, not like the big three back in the day. No, stuff like that. The last one, I think we said last one like that was really
Black Clover.
Black Clover, yeah, Black Clover. Yeah,
Black Clover is the last one that was like 100+ episodes of long running series. Black Clover and World Trigger. Those were like the last two.
That's the other one that I need to get on and start. World Trigger,
Yeah, I watched a little bit, but not all of it. It's pretty good.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, so yeah.
Okay. Okay. That was a great topic that we stumbled into. That was pretty awesome. All right. So let's talk about Thriller Park real quick. Because I know we finished out the want to make sure I get the name right. The
I was
Killing
trying to
Curse.
remember what happens today. What happened today? Remind
We
me of
finished
some
out
stuff.
we finished the Killing Curse. He had we left off no, we started. He went and killed her uncle, her abusive uncle.
Hmm.
Uh he tracked him down, set him up
Oh yeah, I
out in the
remember
middle of
that.
nowhere, killed him, knocked him off his bike, chased him down with his bat. And he just laid there and just got whooped upside the head a bunch of times with the bat. That was entertaining. And then as he was trying to leave, I believe he couldn't find his bike at one point. Uh, he had to go back and find his shovel. Like everything just kind of got weird around after that. And then when he was coming back after he went all the way back to get another shovel, the is he the reporter or the journalist, his friend, the blonde lady, picked him up in the car and alluded to him like, yeah, so what are you doing out here?
She put a
Why are you
Genjutsu
at?
on him. She ain't allude to him. She straight. She straight. Ching, put a
Yeah,
Genjutsu on that
yeah.
boy.
Like, yeah, so did you bury the body? He starts freaking out, like, what are you talking about? Yeah, okay. Like I'm not stupid. Like I get what's going on, but also kind of leading that like the guy, the journalist or whatever, she killed him. So he's in the car, he kept freaking out. And apparently when he would this where it got weird for me after he killed her uncle. Because apparently with the Killing Curse, with what this arc is titled, whenever he wanted somebody to die, they just would. And he was constantly freaking out about it. Like it wasn't, like I said, it really wasn't making any sense. Like he comes back after he killed the uncle, but everybody's like, yeah, you were at the festival with us last night. Remember you did such and such, you were playing games with us? He's like, no, I wasn't. He starts getting real antsy about wanting to tell people that he killed him. And like that kind of like what started his downfall, the fact that I guess people wouldn't believe that he actually killed the uncle. Because remember, they did say that he has like a learning disability. Like when it comes to problems
Mhm.
he can't solve, like if you say it one specific way, he can't get it. But if you word it this other completely weird way, they say like, oh, he gets it. So I guess him trying to figure out how to help Sachiko, if I'm thinking of her name correctly, with this abusive uncle was to kill him. I guess him not being able to say that and get out and everybody kind of ignoring what's happening. Like she's like, no, he came back. He was abusive last night. Why would you say that he's no longer coming home, whatever? He's like, well, because I killed him and he's just being a weirdo. Like, I think this arc delved more into his psyche than hers. Because we noticed that with these past few arcs, it's been like more breadcrumbs are being dropped about the town and the people in it themselves. Like we didn't know that one girl had a twin till the second arc. Like, okay. And like we said, they're bringing up the Cotton Gin Festival again in this arc, which that was the last one was about. So I'm wondering with them diving into his psyche, because he starts off as like a regular guy when it starts, but by the end, he's like completely psychotic. Maybe them diving into his psyche has something to do with more that'll be revealed in the upcoming arcs going forward. But the whole he don't like people, like not don't like people, but he would wish them to die and then they would just show up randomly dead. And remember how it all ends with after he got pushed off the bridge and he was falling, he wished everybody would like die, and then everybody gets hit with a gas attack, some random gas attack, and the whole village dies, and he's the only one that survived. Like it kind of had a real crazy ending. Do you think so? Do you agree that it was kind
Mhm.
of weird? Yeah.
Well, some stuff to think about. Like first of all, uh, there are four separate stories, or not four, but they're separate stories. They're just different separate stories that are connected, like with different episodes. So it's like
Yeah.
4 episodes, 5 episodes,
Hmm.
and they're different stories. So this is the first time that they've referenced other stories in one of the series. Like the whole time has been a whole brand new story, same characters.
Yeah.
Nobody's dead, and then everybody dies or whatever happens, and then the MC dies, and then it's the next story. So this is the first time they've referenced a previous story by saying when he woke up from death, they were like, you were at the festival, you were with us
Yeah.
last night, and that was in a previous story. That
Yeah.
wasn't in. So that's why he didn't remember, because he had died. So what I think that makes me think is
Okay.
if that's the case, he's either coming back to life, or this is like a dream, or he's a ghost or something like that. Because and the girls definitely, I mean, something with the curse, but the girls definitely have the power over it because
Mhm.
he keeps going back and they apparently know about what happened because they're able to connect it and he wasn't. So that
Yeah, it's
means
still
he
weird.
died and they didn't. That means he alone died and they didn't. Because some of the girls died in whatever happened, or
Yeah,
supposedly.
yeah.
So who knows? But I think they all might be, all those girls might be hundreds of years old and just
Interesting.
like immortal.
Yeah, definitely interesting. I need to go back and take a little look, especially at what you're talking about. When he died and came back, and now he was back in that other story. Like it picked up from there, but
Yeah.
his manic losing this, his manicness, like trying to what's going on and figure it all out, took that story down a separate path, and we ended up with him getting thrown off the bridge. So
Yeah.
that's a really interesting way to look at it. I definitely will probably revisit those while I'm at work, just to look at it from that angle.
Yeah.
I thought the way that this one ended was, I didn't think it was bad. I just thought it was weird and it was a little tough to follow. And I think you hit the nail on the head of why I thought it was tough to follow, because they switched timelines right after that, and they just continued going forward with putting him back in the other one, but keeping his memory. Like it's a little confusing, but I'm digging it. I'm digging it as we're talking into it. I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes even more.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of cool. Yeah, let me see. What is the name at least of the next one? Time wasting. So we're talking about switching times, and the next one's called time wasting that we're getting into. So you could be right on point with this. So I'm definitely interested this week to sit down and watch this and see where they're taking us. Because yes, the further you get into these arcs, it gets, like we said, they're starting to sew some things together. So maybe by the end, we will have some type of complete picture of what they're trying to tell us.
Yeah.
Even though the ride right now is still an entertaining ride to be on. I will definitely say
Yeah.
that. So yeah. So okay, let's get into our top anime episodes of this week. I did catch up on a lot of last week's stuff because I know I wasn't able to last time.
Mm-hmm.
So let me give you what my top threes are for this week. So I did catch up on Honey Lemon Soda. Yes, you're all right. That was a good episode. Have a crush. No, I'm married to the girl I hate. Right now, smooth sailing with that one. Entertaining, funny. I think for my honorable mention this week is the Guild Receptionist one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm enjoying the anime as a whole. I enjoyed this episode specifically. Like you got to see her in a little worrisome situation where it wasn't about her; it was about the Silver Swords practically
Mm-hmm.
almost dying and her having to go save them. That was a cool little moment. I know we talked about them having a relationship, her and the main guy on the last episode. I know I said I don't want it. I'm a little bit more on board with it after this episode. Like she's still committed to being herself. I'm a little bit, not fully by any means, but it's like, okay, I can see where you're going if you want to take it in that direction. I can see it.
I'm telling you,
But
if they get in a relationship, I'm dropping it. That
I
nigga
don't, I
annoys
don't,
me already.
I don't, I don't think they are. I think she's gonna try to stand true to
No, I don't think
who
they
she
are
is.
either.
Yeah, I don't think they are, but I can see them hinting and planting a seeds after seeing this episode. But I did honestly really enjoy the episode as a whole. My number three for this week. Only one I didn't get to see that I wanted to was Daima, so I got to go watch that. My number three is probably Sakamoto Days. Very fun episode. I like seeing all three of them together, kind of doing the family / hitman defense thing while walking around the amusement park. That was
Mm-hmm.
pretty fun. That was pretty fun and entertaining to watch. Especially the way my man Sakamoto, and what was the dude he was beefing with this one with the punching was it boiler or broiler or something,
Hard
but
boiled.
hard boiled, yes. How they flash back to back in the day when they were like in the assassin school, and he was hanging around the whole time thinking like, "Oh, this my guy, this my buddy." He was like, "I don't know who this dude is following me around." It had a lot of funny moments that made me literally laugh out loud. Action was pretty cool. Especially the later it got into it. Like I said, I like seeing like their vibe together. Now that we have like our core three that we need in every shonen type of anime, but seeing how they all work and
Oh, yeah.
operate together was entertaining to see that for real for the first time in this type of situation. So they're my number 3. My number 2 is Dr. Stone. This season of Dr. Stone so far, as soon as they touch down in America, has been
Yeah, it
has
had a
me
good
on the
episode.
edge and lit. Yeah, like they're
They
dealing with
finally had some animation.
well that too, yes, but dealing with these. I don't know what to call them yet. We really haven't got a name for it, but there's other scientists over in America,
The
and
episode was called Dr. X.
oh, because I didn't see the title of the episode.
The
Yeah.
episode was called Dr. X, and he's got a big old X on his
X on his
forehead.
head, yeah. But I'm liking them as adversaries for
The mofos came in with a plane. I know you was like, they got a plane.
Hey, look, at first when they pulled up and dude was they was watching it from the trees, I'm like, okay, what's going on here? It sounds like something mechanical. And he pulled out that Gatling gun and started raining down like on them. I'm like, oh, y'all have guns. Like, oh, this is different. And they're freaking out.
Well,
They're
they
trying
still
to get
look
away.
makeshift because they're not like destroying the boat or anything. So they still look like they're not very strong, but strong enough to do some damage.
It's more advanced than what we have. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. So like just see that, oh, okay, no, y'all different over here. And then yes, well, today I'm watching it work. And they put it with the plane. Like when he started listening, like I heard someone's like, oh no, they right behind him in another boat or something like that. Look out, didn't see no boat. I was like, oh, is it a submarine? Like, nope, not a submarine. As soon as he looked up in the sky, I was like, oh, this dude's got a plane? Like, oh, like
A
really
plane
good episode.
with bullets.
Yeah. And of
We're
course,
a World War II
Senku
plane.
came in clutch. Yeah, Senku came in clutch and figured out a way to do his thing and stop the plane, which was hilarious. Like how she stood on their back and threw the ball up there to do it. Like, okay. And I'm loving the mentalist right now. Like, okay, he's gonna go and try to infiltrate and get some information on him, and they grab him, and now he's having his mental battle with Dr. X, and they got him in the salt water. We're like, oh no, this is a lie detector. Like he's trying to get through it. Like, I am loving everything about what we are doing right now with Dr. Stone. I'm having a blast with this. So Dr. Stone is definitely my number 2. And my number 1 is Solo Leveling. I really enjoyed. I'm excited to get back to the action, like the big action stuff. But I'm loving just learning.
Oh, it's gonna be some big action next week.
Yeah,
you see them niggas
the way
surrounded
high
by. He's had a couple wars now, but this one looks like
the high orcs.
He's surrounded by like 10,000 of them.
Yeah, and I love the interaction with him and the new S rank, the girl that we've been waiting to get her introduction of, how she walks around with everything smells bad to her, so that's why she has the handkerchief around her face. But she got up on my man Jin Woo was like, "Oh no, you smell good. Something's different about this." That was hilarious.
Woo got that Dior Sauvage on.
Yeah, I like she pulled him over. He had the sword, the knife in his hand, and then like threw it away real quick. She's like, "I think I just saw something." Whatever.
He put it back in his inventory.
Yeah, real quick. I'm just loving
the
how
one thing everybody's always like, how did he get that weapon? He can just spawn it at any point.
Yeah. What else I love about this episode? I like how it all came to it, like him finding a way to get back into there with that B rank. Were they B ranks?
You
and
didn't
C
see
ranks,
how he went invisible and took out all the orcs for the team?
That's what I was getting to, like when he got in there with all of them. And was kind of like sitting in the background trying to be E rank. And then when it got too hectic, like, all right. I was wondering, like,
that dungeon is the guild's property. So technically he's not legally allowed to interfere because he's just a porter.
Okay.
That's what they said. He's not allowed to interfere because that's why I don't like them cutting stuff out. Because this builds the world so you understand.
Okay. So I thought it was a regular
they literally have to be bought by the company and by the guild, and you have to be registered as a guild to buy the gates, and you can only enter with a certain amount of people.
Okay. So I thought it was just like one of the random ones they've been going in or whatever.
It's like a modern day, instead of how Dan Machi that's governed, it would be like it's like gates if they were in modern day. They're like governed and officiated and stuff like that. Like you can only enter with 10 people. You got to be an official guild to register. Stuff like that. So you can't just go in there and be making YouTube videos and stuff.
Right. Gotcha.
Yeah.
But okay. That helps, I would say, as far as world building and stuff like that. But no, that whole was everything was cool about that. All the different characters they showed, know what I'm saying? Watching them do their thing, getting busy until them high orcs showed up, and then it was going bad for them. They was holding their ground for a second, and then yes, Jinwoo came in there with his stealth mode and just like let me just poke and prod at certain things and just slow them down for everybody so they can look like they're
Bro
doing
got a
anything.
bunch of Achilles tendons.
Yeah. And that one girl figured it out. But I like how she's not saying anything. She's like, yeah, everybody's stupid, but I saw what you did. I know. I ain't gonna say nothing. Might need your help.
There's always somebody that sees something real quick.
Yeah. But no, they did a great job, I think, with the high orcs as far as being a high level threat. Like I could feel it. Like, okay, no, these dudes are bad. Like this is something to be worried about. This is something to be scared about. Especially when they took out that first group with Junwoo's help. And when they tried to leave, and when they turned around, it was just a whole bunch of more standing behind them. I'm like, oh, all y'all about to die unless you're gonna reveal yourself and start killing everybody and bring out your army. Like
if you go into a gate with Jinwoo, man, you just count your moments, man. If I go into a gate like I'm having a lovely day, I'm just gonna go and conquer this gate and make some good money enough to get some ramen for dinner. Oh, hey, Sung Jinwoo, and make some ramen to get dinner. Nah, bro. 10 seconds later, getting your head chopped off.
What? Yeah, I
Every
would say
gate he goes into.
Their healer was dope because she put my guy's arm back on quick in a situation
Oh,
like that.
that's the difference between. I think she's an A rank. Wait till you see a S rank healer.
That was kind of dope.
I think she's an A rank healer, and that's why he was like, I wanted to see an A rank party. Yeah. What's her name? The chick he was with originally, she could just heal bruises and cuts. She can actually heal severed limbs.
She was she B rank? No, she wasn't that high, was she?
The healer?
Yeah, from the beginning, his friend at the beginning before everything.
Oh yeah, it's like a video game. So the healer will usually be a high rank, but because they only heal, their combat abilities will be low.
Right.
So they'll be like maybe like an A rank, but they're in a B rank party because they're a really strong, or they're an A rank and they're in because I think in an A rank dungeon, usually you need an S rank or a really strong A rank team.
Mhm.
So usually they might have an A rank healer or an A rank tank because both of them have really high stats in one thing, just like a video game, like an RPG.
Gotcha.
You might have a low level tank, but he's got all the stats and defense, so he can hang with the higher levels.
Right.
So it's kind of cool how they do that.
And I love how they closed out the episode, with the main high orc, I'll just say, talking to him through the curse. He's the king of curses or whatever. I was really interested to see what he looked like, and I'm glad they showed what he looked like before the episode was over. He has a very dope character design. I really like it. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, yeah, you and my guy Sung Jinwoo's about to have a nice little battle. I don't know how, but I know it's coming.
All I know is Sung Jinwoo army look like it's about to get a lot bigger.
Hey, I see some pieces I'm about to collect. That's all I'm saying.
I see some pieces that are about to fit in Sung Jinwoo's puzzle.
Oh, yes. But no, those are my top 3 for this week and my honorable mention. What are yours?
My top 3 would be number 1, Soul Leveling for sure. I didn't watch Orb this week. Number 2 would be, let me think. What else did I watch?
I did watch the doctor one, Amaku MD or whatever. I did catch up. I did catch up on those. Those are still hitting. Those are still pretty good.
I'm 2 episodes behind on that. The other ones I did watch, my A rank party is really good actually. It's like a really wholesome dungeon crawler anime or party anime, and that one's really fun. Zenshu is pretty good this week.
Okay, I haven't caught up on that one yet. I just caught up on last week's though.
Dr. Stone was really good. Animation was great actually, which is rare for them, which is just non-existent for them outside that special. So that was really cool to see when they dropped in. You really saw them. They got the whole fire squad with them. So even though they got guns, they got plenty of capable people. So yeah. They're here to find corn. They haven't explained why, but I'm just gonna say that this arc here, I already said. Remember what I said last time? Starting from that island arc, it gets really good, and it has. Like,
what's my guy's name who drives the boat? The
Ryu,
captain.
Ryu.
Yeah, him and Senku had me dying laughing that whole episode. They're just
they were
so excited. Yeah.
Yeah. that the island arc was really good, and this arc is the special was honestly good too. So they've been hitting since the special, and then this final arc all the way through the end is just great. So I can't wait to see what happens. There is gonna be just a lot of adventure and even a
Okay.
time skip. That's a tiny spoiler for y'all.
Hmm.
Relatively large time skip mid-series.
Okay, I'm actually interested. I'm
That's
down
a
with a
little
good time
spoiler
skip.
for y'all. Yeah, but remember, they can manipulate time and age. So now they can with stone. So
Okay.
out of context spoiler. That's all I'm gonna say. Get it in your noggins and think about it, or go read the manga, or wait. So yeah, that's gonna be really cool. What is it? I May Be a Guild Receptionist was really dope. I just love that voice actor. So
Yeah, she's great.
that one's fun. Um, the daily life of or the daily life of middle-aged online shopper. I love that one. I love seeing how he uses his Home Depot in his hand. It's so funny the way he can just buy anything and use it.
I need to start. I
Uh,
need to check it out because y'all have mentioned that a couple weeks now. So I need to just at least touch it and just see it for myself. See what's going on with it.
I love, like I've said before, I love isekais to see just the different concepts of how they make up some random crap, and this one was pretty funny. Also, 100 Girlfriends was pretty funny. That was a good one this week. Um, Possibly The Greatest Alchemist. That was also great. And all the isekais, they were pretty fun. But I think my number two would have to be Kenshin
Okay,
because
I did catch that.
Kenshin's just
And
been going crazy each
it's about
episode.
it's about to get lit in Kenshin. They got 24 hours,
Oh yeah.
and
They
they starting
explained the
there.
whole scenario.
Mm-hmm.
Kenshin got his final move learned.
Mm-hmm.
This part right here is gonna be so good.
When he handed him the coat, like we passed down he did Mitsurugi coat or whatever, and the vision of him just putting it on and wearing it, like, no, this doesn't work for me.
Yeah, yep. Yep. 100 Girlfriends. He got another girlfriend.
Of course. Why are you
Man,
shaking
got
your head?
another girlfriend.
Is she? Do you like her? Do you not like her? She
Nah, it's fun. It's cool. It's just
okay.
it's she's connected to other girlfriends. So
Okay.
it's just funny how she came in the squad.
Okay.
But you'll see it. I won't spoil it for you.
Got it.
Um the what else do we have? Besides that, Diamond was great. Blue Box was amazing this week. It's really exciting how they're moving on. My son has got real life girl problems, man. He got it's kind of like I said, it's kind of like rent a girlfriend. He got a girl who likes him right now, and she's told him she likes him, and he's got another girl that he really likes that he can kind of tell kind of likes him too, but is on the fence about it, and neither
Yep.
person really wants to push. And like I
Hmm.
said, man, I don't know.
No, it's been for me. It's been getting better the further it's been going on. So like these episodes they're in now, I'm all in.
Oh yeah. But
Yeah.
I think the way the story's looking, Hina might end up with his friend.
Yeah, I know
You
he's
see
been
the way they
having.
interact,
Yeah, and
or
he's
you might have
starting
to
to.
catch
He's in
up.
his
But
feelings a
I
little bit
can
right
see
now.
that's my little early prediction is that Hina ends up with his
The
friend
friend.
after trying to pursue him for so long because the friend seems hella lonely.
Hmm. Especially now that all this has come out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then I guess my number three would be probably Sakamoto Days.
Okay.
I also did watch Can You Keep a Secret? And that was continue to be pretty funny. Workplace
That one
psych
and Fruit
drama.
Masters are the two I wanted to watch last week, but because going to Roanoke just didn't have the time. But I do have them loaded up on my phone to watch this week when I'm at work. So I'm definitely
Word.
catching up on those.
Yes. I think there's still one I'm missing that I was
I know I feel like
really
there's something
enjoying.
that I'm not. Momentary Lily, I did watch that this week. I'm fully caught up on
That
that.
one I've dropped. That one,
This episode wasn't bad. This episode was. It wasn't like fully action packed, but it was a lot of background and character development in this episode.
Well, not even action. That's the thing is that the anime just feels like it really just feels soulless. Like it feels like over animated without enough story to back up the animation. So it kind
I
of
can get
feels
that.
like I'm watching an AMV the whole time.
I can get
Like,
that.
hey, you're supposed to enjoy this because flashy, flash, flash. And I'm like, nothing happened. But maybe I'll pick it up. We'll see, but probably not. I think I've dropped that one just because the story didn't intrigue me enough. Um, yeah, I think the third is definitely gonna be Sakamoto Days. That was a really good episode.
Okay.
Ubo Blatt actually had a good episode as well. Did you watch what episode did you watch up to? Episode 5 of Sakamoto Days?
4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
Well, you
watched
should
up to
watch
4.
episode 5.
Well, now that I know that 5 is available, that is happening sooner rather than later because I'm
Did you
enjoying
watch it on Netflix?
Yes.
Oh, okay, Netflix is for this one. Netflix for most of them. The only one Netflix is up to date on is Orb. All the rest of them they're behind a week. Like this
Okay.
one, I think maybe Don Don it was on time too, but this one, I think Don Don was behind too. This one, Daima, Blue Box, all of them they're behind on Netflix. I don't know why.
Let me see real quick. Yep.
But I put it
Yep.
on
It's up on
I put it
Netflix.
on
Yep.
MyPlex. It should be now, but it comes out Saturday, so now
Uh,
it's Monday. So
what Sakamoto Days comes out Saturdays?
yeah, I think it comes out Saturday or Friday, one of those.
Okay. But I do see episode 5 is available. So heck yeah, I'm definitely watching that on the big screen. Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, not
Yeah,
on the phone.
that one definitely. I think that one this week is gonna be my third. I'm sitting here trying to look. Zenshu was really good this week.
Hmm.
That girl just sits down and becomes a magician Picasso,
Yeah.
and the characters are really funny. But it's a good concept. That's what I'm saying. That's why I love. At first, I may have told you this, but I don't know if I've ever told or
Mhm.
podcast this. At first, I really didn't like trash isekais, and I was always just like, nah. But now it's not like I really love them, but I like them as like I'm about to go to sleep. I need 30 minutes of something to watch to get tired,
Yeah, you found a way
and
to enjoy them.
or have an hour. And it's
Yeah.
basically turned into, and it's because my friend Benny watches them a lot, and so I would watch them with them, and then
Hmm.
it's turned into now I'm always like, just what are they gonna do this time? That's
Hmm.
what is it gonna do this time? And the way they do this concept is interesting because she's basically in a story, and usually, first of all, the character's cool because she's supposed to be a shut-in, but she's not. That's why I don't get them covering her face because they only cover her face occasionally and they always reveal her face. So
Yeah.
it's like maybe because her head was down all the time, her hair got stuck growing like that. But I'm like, it
I
was
think
cool.
I
Now
think
it's
it's a
annoying.
representation in the first episode of like the mental state she was in, and now that she's like in this anime, something that she actually loves, like one of her favorite movies. She's starting to come out of whatever that
But
rut
also,
that she
that's what I
was
was
in.
gonna say. Usually, you cover your face because you're shy and stuff, but she's a very outgoing and lively person. She's not shy at all,
Yeah, no.
and she's got a lot of personality. She's not like a shut-in. She was in charge of a bunch of people at work, so it's like, um, she's definitely not like the mangaka from Oshinoko,
No,
right? Like she's
no.
very outgoing. So,
Yeah.
and her character is really cool, but also the concept of her knowing what's going to happen in this world
Hmm.
and then the characters also knowing that she knows, that's usually not the case. Usually when a
Yeah.
character knows they're in a isekai, they
You
keep all
can't
that information
you can't
secret.
say anything. They put some rule together like you can't say nothing to them. You got to keep
There
it to
might not even
yourself.
be a
Stuff like
rule,
that.
they just don't say it. Like in Spirit Chronicles. Spirit Chronicles, he literally just doesn't tell. He gets isekai and other people get isekai. He gets OP powers, they don't. And he's just like, I'm gonna go save this girl. And they're like, I feel like you look like somebody from my world, but clearly you're not him because we're in a different world. And he's just like, yeah, I'm not him. And then he just moves on. I'm like, why would you not just be like, oh, it is me. I came. Let's, you know what I'm saying? We're friends.
Mhm.
Like, I don't get that, but that's something they do with Isekai. And this one, she pretty much tells them that, like, hey, you're actually created by a producer named such and such, and I know what's gonna happen. And they're like, you're crazy. And then he's like,
And then
nah, wait,
yeah.
she's on to something because she saved the town earlier. So she continues to do that, and that concept is just really interesting. So I'll put that one as my number 4
Okay.
honorary mention.
Okay.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I need to go watch the newest episode, but I'm caught up outside of that. So, all
Yeah.
right. I think we have some solid choices for our top 3s for this week. And I know this week we have the return of ReZero. So I am super excited for that. This should be
2
a
days.
good week.
What's today? Oh, it's airing on Wednesdays again. That's so annoying how they air on Wednesday.
Well, looks like we know we're doing on Wednesday after work. Catching up, watching ReZero. So I might have to get down and watch those first ones again before this starts, just to get mentally prepared for what's about to
Okay.
happen. Because we know we're going on a roller coaster from here on out.
Yes.
But yeah, between that and Solo Leveling coming up this week, I can't wait. I can't wait. And whatever Sakamoto Days is going to do. And Dr. Stone. Oh yeah, we're into some good stuff going on right now. Yeah. It's gonna be a fire week we're gonna have. This is gonna be a fire week in anime. I'm pretty
Oh
sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
So we're gonna get out here so Noah can get some rest. I got things I gotta do. But remember, everybody, that we do have a Patreon, and if you have not subscribed over there yet, please do that, because we have exclusive content over there. That's the only place you can get it. And we have some coming from the anime side of things that is going straight to Patreon for you guys. So plenty of stuff over there for you guys to get into and take a look at for yourselves. You know where to find us Thursday. We'll be in the Discord at 9:30, watching some When They Cry. And next week at 10 o'clock, we'll be back here for more anime discussions. So until then, we will catch you later. Deuces.
Peace.
Loading snacks.